how to work out after long days at work. Now, a long day is something that's probably not new to all of us, especially not me. I've been working long days since I can remember. My average day might be 12 hours. It can be 13 hours, 14-hour days. Just depends. And I'm going to give you some helpful tips that will help you accomplish working out more after you've been at work all day. So the first tip or piece of advice I can give you is to have your bags, your gym stuff already packed for you in the car. Right? As you can see, mine are right there behind me. My gym bag is back there. My other gym bag is in there. You can even see my cooler that I put my meal prep in. Have your gym clothes. If you need certain gym accessories, whether you lift with belts, squat shoes, knee sleeves, whatever you use, put that stuff in the bag or in bags and put them in the trunk of your car so you can eliminate obstacles, right? What you don't need are any obstacles. And that's basically what that is doing. It's eliminating the obstacle of me potentially going home, right? Which, if you're new to the gym, if you're new to working out after long days at work, that's where you want to be. That's where you have habitually been going after work, right? You get off work, you go home, you sit on that couch, you watch TV, you scroll on your phone. So you're trying to fight against that. So basically what you want to do is take that obstacle completely off the table. You know, you don't want a lot of resistance on this road to, trying to work out after a long day. So pack your bags and bring them with you so you don't go home or you don't have to go home. All right, that's the first piece of advice. Now, the next piece of advice is you have to understand what's going to happen. Now, if you are new to working out after long days, or if for some reason you didn't have long days, now you do, and you find it difficult to work out after a long day, you have to understand what's going to happen to you mentally. Your mind is going to fight you every step of the way, because let's say after work you normally go home, like I said in the first piece of advice, you normally go home and sit down on the couch, scroll through your phone, or wherever you go after work usually, right? When you try to replace that with the gym, that signals to your brain, oh, hold up, danger. It's not really danger, but what your brain is basically trying to do is it's trying to keep you away from doing things that it views as dangerous, but they aren't dangerous. It's just what you don't normally do, what you're not used to. Okay, that signals to the brain, oh, hey, this is something different. Like, I don't like it. Your brain's job is to keep you safe. And things that are good for you can be deemed as not safe because you don't usually do them. Like, that's not a part of your habit. It's not a part of your routine. And you have to fight through that, right? You have to understand, hey, your brain is going to give you every excuse to not work out after you clock out from doing 12 hours, 10 hours, 13 hours, however many hours you do. Your brain is going to come up with every excuse to try to get you to bypass the gym and to go straight home. That's just the reality of it. You basically just have to tune it out, and you just have to drive to the gym anyway. Drive to the gym anyway. So that way you create the situation to where, man, I'm drove all the way to the gym, so I might as well go in here. All right. And it's my next tip. After a 12-hour day or after a long day at work, and you have a routine, just give yourself something simple to do when you do get in there. Just say, okay, you know what? I'm going to get in here. I might not do the whole routine, but I'm going to do some pull-ups. I'm going to do like 3 sets of pull-ups. Or, I'm going to just go over here to the curl. I'm going to just go do like 3 sets of curls, 3 sets of 10 on the curls. Like what usually happen is, once you start to do whatever exercise you decide to do, the endorphins gonna start kicking in. That sweat, you're gonna start to break that sweat. You're gonna start to feel good. You know what I mean? And once you in there, you're gonna be like, hey, I might as well just do the routine that I had planned to do. You know, like those are certain tricks that help me get to the gym after a long day at work. You know, and I'm somebody who I'm still trying to build up the consistency. And once you build that consistency up, once it becomes habit, then you no longer have to do these things, right? Because your body will be used to it. Your brain will be used to it. That's the thing. Once that brain gets used to something, it's no longer going to send up signals like, oh, this doesn't feel comfortable, right? Once you make the gym, going to the gym after a long day work comfortable, that becomes who you are, right? And identity. You know, you have to create the identity of, you have to become someone who, hey, this is just what I do. You know, this is my grind. I gotta go, I gotta clock in, I gotta hit this clock, I gotta do 12, 13, 14, 15 hours on the job, and then I gotta grind it out. I gotta get into that gym, you know, I gotta clock into the gym, and I gotta do that for myself. You know, because a lot of us, you know, men, women, you doing 12, 13, 14 hours, that's really not for yourself. You probably got a family you do it for. You probably have loved ones that you do that for. So, you know, after you done put all that time in on the clock building somebody else's company up, somebody else's legacy up, you got to go to that gym and build something up for yourself. Build your body up. Because if you don't build your body up, if you don't try to become a healthier version of you, shoot, man, that money you make after doing all them hours, after working for all them years, you ain't gonna be able to enjoy it because you're gonna be sick. You're gonna be old, sick, old person. You know, and that's definitely not what you want. So those are a couple of tips from KP, man, to help you get to the gym after a long day of working out. I gotta finish driving to the gym. I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna do a full body workout. You know what I mean? We're gonna make it happen. All right, so we are in the gym, getting that full body workout in. Now, you got to make sure, another thing, when it comes to working out after you spend a lot of hours at work, is when you do get to the gym, don't take it easy on yourself. You know, whatever routine you have planned, make sure you stick to the routine. Lift the heavy weights, man. Do the compound movements, do the deadlifts, do the overhead press and do the bench presses, do the pull-ups, do all the difficult stuff, you know, because it basically just makes everything else easier. So I do full body workouts 2 to 3 times a week. I also do them because it's just easier with my schedule. Spending a lot of time at work, it's good that I don't have to go try to work out 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 7 days a week. You know, like, it's actually perfect, because even if I do get to the gym 2 times that week, I hit each body part twice that week. And if you pay attention to my workout, it's not a lot of crazy sets. You know, I do one heavy set, I do a couple of working sets, and then that's it. I just move on to the next movement. You don't see me overtraining. There are no force reps, no back down reps. You know, I do multiple sets of, like, right here you see me doing dumbbell curls. I'll do 2 sets of these, 6 each arm. My rep range stays low from 3 to 5 on the compound movements. On deadlifts, I'll go to 10 because I'm just doing heavy weight. I'm not trying to really, like, push myself to doing 600 and, you know, 700 for, like, sets of 3 or 5 or anything like that. I just, you know, take my little 530 or whatever I do and do, you know, 10 reps with that. And yeah, this is basically what I do once I get to the gym. Full body workouts. This is what has worked for me. Now, I do spend about an hour and a half at the gym. Could be longer, depending on the time of the day that I get there. Because if it's a little later right now, I was able to get off work a little early, and I was in here probably around like 5. But if I get in there around 7:30, 8 o'clock, that's when it's packed, and that's when the workouts can take a little longer. So All right, I just want to give y'all a quick diet update. So this morning I woke up at 215 pounds. From February 24th, I am down 3.4 pounds. And today, which is a Tuesday, will mark 21 days on the diet. Progress is going good. I'm going to bump it up. I've been doing 30 minutes of cardio, but now I'm going to start doing an hour of cardio every day, just so I can kind of speed this process up a little bit. In that way, I'll be in a bigger caloric deficit, and I can start losing, weight a little bit faster. So that's basically the diet update for right now. So I got 69 days left. I'm trying to get this done in 90 days. Alrighty, so there really is no easy way to make going to the gym after a long day of work any easier. You just have to accept the fact that you're gonna have to go to work for as long as you have to work, and then you're gonna have to get off and go to the gym. Okay, alright, so the workout went well. I'm back at home. Waiting on some Chick-fil-A. I got 12 count nuggets, a large fry with a grilled chicken club sandwich with a Diet Coke. And that'll be my last meal for today. Still have an hour of cardio to do. Tomorrow is a rest day, so I'll just have another hour of cardio to do. It's basically I'm going to start doing an hour of cardio, just to kind of ramp up the fat loss. And my calories are going to stay the same though. I'm still going to eat 2,400 calories a day. And then once I get to the point to where I'm only losing I've lost like a pound for 2 weeks, or so once I get to the point to where I'm only losing like a pound a week, then I'll adjust my calories. Probably go down like 100 calories to 2,300 calories, and then just see what happens from there. So yeah, slowly but surely we're gonna get to that goal weight of 195 to 198, somewhere between there. And I'm gonna bring y'all, along for the journey. I gotta edit this video. I gotta finish stretching. I'm doing some foam rolling on the ground. So, yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow.